Hello, peeps. I think. I have nothing going on. Just a minute. Oh, there we are. All righty. So I would like to have somebody let me know if they can see and hear me, but I currently can't see anything on YouTube, so I won't know if you do. Perhaps Mary, you could message me and tell me if you can see anything. I don't know why that's happening. Oh, I'm having the weirdest experience, more challenging than usual. And I can't get my my one camera to work properly. Words, I can't spit those out either. It's all going hell in a handbasket today. All right. My YouTube is slowly opening up. Anyone? Bueller. I am full of musical and movie references and weird things. So who knows that one? That one's an easy one. All right, I'm going to ramble for a minute. I'm sorry about that. Oh, that's what I did. I keep accidentally hitting the wrong buttons too, which is not helping me any. Okay, I'm going to go back here. And I'm going to see why I can't see comments. There we go. There we go, people. Is this fun TV or what? We have no idea where tonight is going to go. It may very easily go right off the rails because I am butt dragging tired. Yeah. Come on. Sorry, I feel like if I stop talking, things will happen faster. It's not. That's not working. So yes, it's been a long 6 months. And we had a celebration of life for my dad just over a week ago, and it was awesome. It was what a fantastic job everybody did. And as soon as it was over, it was just exhaustion. So plowing through because I don't have time to be exhausted. But I did take lots of rest, like I am doing this, doing what's best for me and the family and everything. I still have a kid and a puppy to take care of, and a house and a job and a business. But then, so on Monday, decided to take my mom on a road trip because it was a PD day for the big guy. And so we thought, well, this is so great. We're not going very far. And it's a good thing we didn't go any farther. We went as far as Lacombe, had the most delicious lunch, stopped at the gluten-free bakery, got them. Oh my goodness, we're still eating them because there were so many and most of them were frozen. So we just bought a bunch of stuff to bring home. Desserts, oh my good Lord, they are so good. We stopped in, where did we stop? Ponoka. And because there was another one of the roadside attractions. We've noticed that the two roadside attractions that we went to are not so much roadside attractions because we had to look for them a bit harder than just, oh, look on the side of the highway. But nonetheless, they were fun to go find. When I was a kid, that was always the threat. My mom used to always threaten us that we were she was gonna end up in Ponoka because of us. So I told my son, we're dropping grandma off in Ponoka. He had no connection to that reference. So he's like, what? And it turns out that Ponoka no longer has the, well, they do still have a hospital there. It's changed. I can't remember now what my mom told me it was. It's something different now. But anyways, if you're old enough, you'll get the reference. So anywho, drove there, drove back. That's the most traveling I have done, I think, since I went to Europe in 2019. And holy, was I knackered after that. Yeah, it was brutal. So, everything is slowing down here because of the two cameras. So yeah, super tired. And I'm just going to turn off one of these cameras because it tends to make things go faster because I can see it lagging. And because it's not fully doing the stripes on my shirt, which I am now motioning to with the camera off, so you can't see that that's what I'm doing. Sorry, I knocked all my stuff over too. Oops. Yeah, it's making me buggy looking at it. So I was also, to add to the interest of, it's going to have more fun with 16 things going at once. I started to get rid of all of the retired items. And I'll be honest, some of my retired items have retired in the last 10 years. Mostly I was trying to purge things out. I'm kind of trying to streamline my business a bit, I guess is a good way to say it. Be a little more focused on specific things so that I don't have like 500 things to choose from, because it's just too much and half the time you can't find what you're looking for. And just to try to keep it as current as possible with my favorites. There's so many new things coming out. There's monthly kits, and kits are awesome. There's new releases and stuff like that. So I'm not necessarily buying everything new. I'm just not hoarding as much of the old stuff. But that's a bonus for you guys, because as you'll see when I get to my little events section, yeah, more for the retired product sale, more good deals for you. And honestly, the more I sell at the retired product sale, the more I buy new stuff. But the circle of life, the circle of crafting, I don't know. Okay, so welcome to What's Up Wednesday. Apologies for being late and for the technical difficulties. I could apologize for rambling, but then I'd have to be constantly apologizing, so we won't even start that slippery slope. I'm Tracy Stewart. I am your friendly neighborhood paper pusher and an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, as you will tell by all these Stampin' Up! Stuff I'm about to tell you. So I wanted to have projects. My idea was I could give you the news and then do a project, but there's just too much right now to tell you about. There's lots going on. It's a very exciting time for me and for crafters and Stampin' Up! Aficionados. But yeah, there was all these other things going on as well. So things keep beeping at me. But I'm going to try to not make this take 4 hours and go through this pile of stuff. And I will admit that because of the PD day on Monday, I never know what day of the week it is. PD days, stat holidays, man, they screw me up. I knew I had an appointment today, and I knew it was Wednesday for the appointment. But somehow that didn't help me yesterday when it was Tuesday to know that tomorrow was when I had to have things ready. I don't know. So we're winging it. Here we go. I grabbed a whole bunch of stuff, and then when you get to the end, you'll notice how not quite there it is. My newsletter, I keep losing track of the weeks. I said my newsletter would come out every 2 weeks. I keep losing track of which week I sent it, and I should just put it back in my calendar. I got a new phone, and I didn't put all the stuff in my calendar after I broke the last one. And I should, because then I would know if it was the week I'm supposed to do it or not. Because then I'm like, did I do it? Did I go? And I mean, I could go in and just look at the date on the last newsletter, but some days that seems like too much work. So my idea is to have the newsletters out on a Wednesday or Thursday, but because of everything else going on, as I mentioned, and the fact that tomorrow, Thursday, write once in a while. I have physio in the morning, and then taking my son and I are going to get our teeth cleaned in the afternoon. So I will start the newsletter. Can I guarantee finishing it? Not so much. I'll try, but so I do plan on getting there, and within, I said by May I should have my regular schedule should be back and they should be going. And will they be smooth? As a really casual person who tends to wing it a lot, sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. But nor am I going to worry about that, so that's okay. Okay, so some of this stuff I will recap in the newsletter, especially the stuff that I mentioned at the end. So I, no, I think I'm, sorry, I just got a message asking you, not going well. I'm talking for 10 minutes, so just excuse me while I type that in. Just a minute. Yeah, why can I not do two things at once? I used to be much better at multitasking. There we go. Than I am apparently now. Okay. What's Up Wednesday? I did fix my thing because I didn't realize when I did it the first time that I had a purple computer, which would be cool, but I don't have a purple computer. I have a black one, but black didn't work. So this is my, shades of gray. Might mean something else now. I can't even say that without laughing now. Okay. So let's just start digging into the pile of good things I have to tell you. Minute, answering again. Okay. So I have handed out catalogs to my current customers. So if you are a current customer and didn't get a catalog, well, let me know. I think I handed them out to everybody I was supposed to. I still can't show you the inside, and I do plan to do, once I get more stuff, and once I can show you the inside, do a bit of a catalog launch, have a few little specials, maybe a challenge or something. And that will likely be, probably won't be next week, because next week's honestly going to be a gong show. And so it might be the week after. Give everybody a chance to look and phase. It might be next week. We'll see what I can pull off. Anyways, here's the lovely new catalog. And this is a good indicator of just, oh my goodness, such nice new colors. I love the other old colors, still using the old colors, nothing wrong with them. But they got rid of some and added these ones. And oh, they're so pretty and bright. And I think it's that time of year where you need the bright stuff. So I guess just to make things make sense, in my little catalog packages, I do have the catalog. I have some stuff, information that I'm going to show you later. So, but there's some like little handouts and things in there. And then anyone who is a customer with me who has spent at least $50 in the last year, there you are. I've always been here. I have some non-Facebookers in my group. So I've been trying to stream on YouTube. Here's what I've noticed is a flaw in my system though. When I got the weird error message and I couldn't get on right away, the quickest place to message is Facebook. So the people who are solely on YouTube don't get the message. And if I direct you over to Facebook, then you got to remember to come back to YouTube. And so I got to work on that. I'm not actually sure. I don't even know the answer right now. It is what it is, I guess. Anyways, so yes, this is what's going away. So this is what's replacing it, right? So we have the new colors, and honestly, I don't think things are going to show the right way on the screen here. I'm trying to fan things. All right, I'll do it so you can see what I'm doing. But I can tell you, oh my goodness, these colors are awesome. So the new in colors are these really nice earthy tones. Yeah, see, I don't know if it's gonna. So this is Wild Wheat, which I think is going to be a fun one, because I think depending what you put it beside is going to depend on what that color shows like. Yeah. But yeah, these are the new. They're nice and earthy, and so here, let me just go back. I think I skipped a step. Okay, so a couple years ago, I don't actually remember when, Stampin' Up! had come out with this little sampler pack. And most of the time I can look at a piece of cardstock and tell you what color it is. There's a couple colors or a little, So I ended up getting these and found them super handy. And of course, theirs are fancy. And they're alphabetical. And so every now and again, if I was going to go, is that Pool Party or Balmy? We'll use that one, for example. I could go and look. So I find Balmy, which happens to be the first one in the alphabet on here. And then I'll go find the Pool Party one. And maybe I could have picked colors that were a little closer together. Well, I guess they're sort of close together. So then I could go like this, and I could hold my cardstock up and go, it's that one, right? Because I have scraps and bits and pieces all over when I can construct things. So I found this super handy. But then they didn't do it anymore. So I've decided I'm just going to keep up with my own. And I'm going to go back and try to make some past ones for people. This is how many colors retired. Some of them were this year. Some of them are old in colors from like the previous year that I just hadn't taken out yet. And then the ones that retired this year. So, but I figure I'm going to keep this, and I'm going to try to go through and find as much cardstock. And if anybody's got really old cardstock, they want to donate me 3x3 squares. I'm going to go through and keep them because it is kind of neat. And I noticed for a lot of people who craft, when the new colors come out, because you can't quite see it till you have it in your hands, and they say, well, how does that compare to, this color or that color? There's a banana color, which I never saw. That was pre me being part of Stampin' Up. But when one of these new colors came out, that was what a lot of people were asking, well, how does that compare to? So it's kind of a handy reference. So that's why I've decided that for customers, I'm going to start making these now. They are time consuming, and I had to buy little bits and pieces for them. And so that's why it's sort of, customers who order kind of thing. Now, if you don't have a demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator, and I will hook you up with a catalog and get you started, and then maybe down the road I'll give you one of these. So here's an example. This is the new Lemon Lolly, which is a gorgeous color. This is the So Saffron that just retired, right? So when you look at some of the ones like the color versus the new color, it's kind of nice to compare. So that's why I decided I'm going to keep the old ones too. Anywho, those are the new colors. So that was what was in there. And like I said, they're gorgeous. I'm going to talk to you at the end about some clubs for how to get those, the best way to get those. But until you see them in person, I don't know if you just realized just how nice they are. Okay, so final reminder. Well, that's not a final reminder because I guess I'm going to tell you I did my newsletter as well. But the colors that are retiring, a lot of this stuff, honestly, as far as ink pads or refills or markers or the DSP or the cardstock, sells out right away. A whole bunch of it is sold out. And if I had been more on the ball, I would have looked before I started. Stamp sets are going, dies are going, but there's still a ton of stuff left at 60% off. So if there's anything in the current annual catalog or the current mini catalog that I don't have handy enough to show you. One is purple. Oh, there we go. I knew I had it somewhere. I just had to figure out where. Okay, so this mini catalog, and this is the annual catalog that's going. Remember, I put a coil on mine. I suggest you do too, but they don't come that way. So these two catalogs both retire on Monday. Monday is May 1st. On Monday, you can still order from these two, whatever's left. On May 2nd, you cannot. That's like dead hard cutoff. On May 2nd, however, you can order from the new one. Woohoo! Oh, yeah. So my list is long. I got to pre-order, and I still have a long list because when we get to pre-order, we don't get to order just anything we want. There's a list of certain things we can order from the catalog because there's a ton of product in there, and it would be quite a bit to have that much ready and in the system and going for the pre-order. But I will show you some of the bits and pieces that I got to pre-order as they relate to color. And then when I do the launch, I'll show you some of the sets and some of the cool stuff. I won't be able to show you all of it because if I do it right away to give you an idea, if you want to put an order in, I won't necessarily have all the stuff. I'll tell you something too, why I say that, because I could maybe give you the background. On the 4th of April was the day that those two catalogs that are retiring, they had announced, I think it was the week before, what was retiring. So we knew what was retiring in advance, but a bunch of stuff went on sale, and some of it, like I said, 60% off. But the sale price didn't take effect till the 4th of April. So you had lots of time. And so if you absolutely had to have it and didn't care if it was on sale or not, a lot of people ordered a bunch of stuff before it even went on sale. Some stuff sold out. But actually, some stuff sold out even before they announced the list. On the 4th of April, though, people shopped. Stampin' Up! Came on because orders have been delayed. Orders are taking a while to get here, and a while to get out of the office to get here. So Stampin' Up! Had some of their executives had done a video, and it was a super informative video, and they did a really good job of explaining it. Stampin' Up! Had in that one day 20 times their normal daily sales. They had more than the entire month of March. They knew it would be a busy day because all of the customers that wanted to order retiring product on sale and all the demonstrators who got to order their pre-order, because that was the same day, were all going to order at the same time. And they knew it'd be busy, but it far exceeded their expectations. Since then, they have 10 to 12 days. Yep. So they have and it's been variable. And then there's always the fun of crossing a border, right? So I ordered a bunch of stuff on the 4th. I had actually ordered some stuff on the Friday, and it came fairly quickly. And so then on the 4th, I'm pretty sure it was a Tuesday. So I ordered some stuff on the 4th. I ordered new catalogs. They shipped that same day. And I got them like early the next week. Like they were out of the office and gone. They come in separate boxes. And then I had ordered a bunch of retired product. I had several customer orders to put in. So I ordered all the retired product. And then I have to order my pre-order. It has to be a different order. I ordered that stuff. So the stuff I pre-ordered and the retired product took, at that point, I think it was 4 or 5 days to get out of the office. I think by the end of the week, I had a shipment notice, at least for part of it. Oh no, I did for the retired product. And then I think it was another day or two, and then I had the notice for the new product. Normally they'll turn stuff around. Like if you order before 10 in the morning, sometimes your stuff ships that day. Usually it's like the next day, 2 days at the most kind of thing. So they were a little bit behind, and we knew they would be. It's busy. I mean, what can you expect, right? But for whatever reason, the retired product that shipped first got hung up at the border on something or another. So I got the pre-order stuff before I got the retired product. It took a while. That wasn't even Stampin' Up! Salt. That was just, they got it out and it hung up at the border. I went back in on the 7th, which was the Friday of the same week, and ordered a couple extra stuff because I had free spending basically to use and a deadline on using it. So I thought, oh, I'm going to get this, and ordered a couple extra things, which I got yesterday. So the more that came in, and there was a free shipping that was last week, and they knew that was coming, and they knew it would have an impact, but they also knew it was a benefit to everybody to get. Some of the stuff's going up in price. I think I had posted this in my last newsletter. A lot of the prices, you're probably not even going to notice the difference. There's a couple things that are a bigger difference. Some of the essential stuff, which you might already have. So they knew that was like kind of the last chance to get those products, and it would help demos, it helped customers. It was, they had already planned it. They planned their stuff so far out that they went ahead with it. What they are doing though is, like, the executives, they've canceled meetings and they've canceled training, and like everybody from the CEO down is on the line packing and shipping, and European offices are doing the same thing. They've got, I think people are working Saturdays, doing overtime and stuff to catch up. So when the new order comes out, or the new catalog comes out next week, it's going to take a few extra days, no doubt. But they're just busting their hump to get this stuff done. And so now I'm just going to order it, and then I'm just going to impatiently wait for it and amuse myself with all the other stuff and getting my office cleaned and sorted until it gets here. So, I've got a lot of stuff to play with, let's face it. I'm going to do some events. I'll show you those in a minute. So you can come play with my stuff until your stuff gets here. That's how this is going to work. So don't forget, up until Monday, May 1st, you can order from the 2 other old catalogs. On May 2nd, new catalog. Going to be busy, going to take time. Because the 2nd of May is not busy enough, I think there's a new kit coming out. Because I saw the name of a new kit on the 2nd of May, and I was like, they usually release it the first Tuesday of the month, one of the new like all-inclusive kits. And I think they're still going to, because it showed up on the calendar on the 2nd of May. So you never know. But the other thing they're doing on the 2nd of May, this is what I mean, it's just gong show. You come craft with me anytime. So this is the teaser, and I posted this in last time. This was the teaser they gave for next month's Paper Pumpkin. And I can already tell you just by looking at this picture, I am going to love it. But this is right up my alley. They're using the new in colors, which I showed you how much I put somewhere. And honestly, I don't even know where. Oh, that's where I put them. Nope, that's not them. Well, I'll be darned. What did I do with them? Oh, there. Hiding under the catalog. So that's these 5 new earthy tones. Now, this does not mean that these are the only colors that will be in there. It just means these are the main colors that are in there. One of the stamp spots is the new color, but I don't remember which one. Oops, that's not one of them. So these new, like, really nice earthy tones are going to be in there. I'm going to put this off to the side so I don't bury it again. So what they're doing, though, to kind of promote the kit and the new in colors and stuff and keep things fresh until the catalog comes out, is this is all they've shown us so far. And this really pretty picture, I will show you just a minute, because you can't really see it in that tiny little picture, but it looks something like this. So this gives you an idea of, yes, the shaker card kit. That's what I saw. Yes, fair. Okay, so I didn't just imagine seeing that. I did actually read that right. Okay, shaker card. That's a new kit. Those are so much fun. We're gonna shake it up. Yes, I will be bringing bad puns to you every time I go live. Okay, so this is it. And so what they did was, for demonstrators, yet another perk to being a demonstrator, they had a contest. Actually, it's still going, and I'm not even sure when it ends. By the 2nd of May, I think. But so they gave us this picture we could print and color and post on the internal demonstrator page, just to get everybody excited about all the new colors, as if we're not excited already. But it's just, it gives you a much better idea of what the card bases are going to look like. they're also having add-ons to it. So you can order extra cards and envelopes. They kind of fit with this kit. So you could use the same stamp set and the same, gist of what's in there. There might even be extra pieces, I'm not sure, that with these cards. So very excited about this. So yes, I hear you asking, did I color it and enter the contest? Why, of course I did. You know why? Love to color. Winning is nice. There's a prize for the demonstrators. I don't remember what it is. Winning is nice, but I just love to color. I also love to try things that are weird. So I decided, can I color the entire thing using nothing but blending brushes? Why, yes, I can. Now, did it work out as I wanted exactly? Not so much. I got a little heavy-handed with the mauve. And a couple times I hit a little harder with the gray, which doesn't look as dark in person as it does on this picture. But I don't have a blending brush on my desk. Just stand by one. These are our blending brushes. We have a big one and a little one. And that's all I used. These blending brushes and the new ink pads. And I had so much fun coloring this. So I have no idea what the actual cards are going to look like. And this is Lemon Lime Twist, which is one of my absolute favorite greens. It's so bright and vibrant. It's one of the ones we had before that's returning. So that's not a new in color, but I used it anyways. This is Lost Lagoon, which is also a returning color that used to be an in color. And then Copper Clay, Mauve, Pebbled, Boho. The rest of them I think are in colors though. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. So anyways, I will be posting on another picture on Monday once we know what that is. But yes, it was lots of fun. And if anybody would like, you can't enter the contest unless you want to buy a starter kit before Monday. And then you can enter the contest. Oops, that's not the one I want. But if you want, I could email you this picture and you could color it and we can post it just to have some fun. Okay. Next thing, and I'm very excited about this next part. So I've been planning classes. This was the Mother's Day class. This was okay. So here's the thing. I've been told this for years. People have said, but I don't need Mother's Day cards. I don't need Father's Day cards. I don't need. And I'm like, I don't. And I've stopped calling them Mother's Day, Father's Day. So now I'm just trying to calling them, basing them on the set. But in my brain, it's still in April. We're making cards that are nice and flowery, and that perfect for moms, friends, guys who like flowers, whatever. There's lots of male gardeners. I could see that being a good thing. In May, we do a class that is boats and bikes. That's what I decided to call it because we're using a couple different sets. So we have motorcycles, sailboats, and tall ships, and you can even customize your motorcycle. If any of you are curious, and I know you were, that's kind of what my oldest brother's motorcycle looks like. I haven't done my younger brother or youngest of my two older brothers. I haven't done his motorcycle yet, but that's what my oldest brother's motorcycle looks like because that was off his birthday card, which went in January. The other brother's not till October. So this is the one that we do. And then I'm going to do one where the guys can come and make cards for their partners. This was the kit together because there's so many cool kits with the shaker cards and with all the other stuff. So all of these classes, and they've been hit or miss, and the leisure center where I use is changing their hours and the other local place. So I've been struggling the last little bit to find a good venue. And I'm trying now with another local business owner, a very lovely lady named Bonnie, who runs Rent and Roper, which is the doggy daycare, and they do pet sitting services and pet walking and stuff like that. And she has a building which is immaculate. When I walked in the first time, I thought, well, this is a dog place. I know the disaster that the dog is making here, but man, they do a good job because that place is immaculate. And outside of like where the actual daycare part is, there's another space added on that I can now use for cards. So I'm going to try a few things there. We're doing a pop-up. Next pop-up is going to be the 13th of May, and I'm actually going to have a couple stations set up. So if you just want to come in and make one or two cards, it's the day before Mother's Day, but you can also write happy birthday or thank you on them if you need to, where people can just kind of come in, make a couple cards, and then go and shop. There's lots of local vendors. There's a lady there that makes jam. It's a great idea. It's right on Main Street in Morinville. Beautiful downtown Morinville. Okay, so I'm going to rework all my schedule now because I'm changing a few things around and making that work. So it should be in this week's newsletter. It should be. at least the May, June, all the dates. I'm going to do some morning, like 9 to 11 coffee and cards. I'm going to try a couple Technique Tuesdays, which I love Technique Tuesday because we pick something, you just come and you play. Like if we decide to do heat embossing, you just come and we're going to heat emboss. I'm going to show you a whole bunch of different ways to heat emboss. By the time you're done, you're going to have all these bits and pieces and little chunks of all these cool things you've made. I'll have a bunch of card bases, slap them on, make some cards. It'll be lots of fun. But you have to play with the stuff and you have to have the stuff to do it. And it's not as easy to do remotely. So I'm going to try it in person. Looking forward to that one. This is the other thing we got coming up at the end of June is our retired product sale, which is in the cultural center. We have great facilities here. It's just right now there's a ton of dancing going on in town. There's 2 dance studios in town, I think. Not being a dancer, I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, and lots of dance contests. That's sort of what's keeping the places busy. So I'm gonna have to start booking earlier and figuring out how these things are gonna work. All right, so that's a lot of information all at once. Like I said, I will recap in my newsletter. But now, the lovely Brianna Bergen, I'm gonna say, this was very nice for her. She put out a whole bunch of resources. She's a demonstrator in somewhere in the States. I forgot now. I did look it up because I was curious, but now I forgot. Who made this fun chart? She made a whole bunch of other charts, and she's very good with the graphics. I muddle my way through graphics. She was very good. So this is the chart that adds all of the new colors and the new in colors plus the ones that return with our existing ones, and kind of shows you how they go together. It's an awesome little chart. So I like to have all of the colors that are available. I'm particular, and sometimes I want just that color or just this color. And I did have all of the colors. So now I have to, fill in the blanks of all the ones that went away and new ones came in. Now, you could be like me and just order most of it over the course of 2 or 3 orders. Or you could join one of my clubs and you can get it sort of on the reasonable plan. Let's call it that. It's not really, I guess you can budget out for it, but it's maybe the more reasonable way to go and buy several $100s worth of stuff. But this is the goal, right? I just wanted to have all the stuff. So I can tell you, I'll show you more specifically these, see if it's any better than the last time. So these are the 5 new in colors, right? So I have an in color club. So what it is each month, and I never actually brought all the bits and pieces with me. Let me see if I can grab some from here. So each month, what I do is I order all of the new in color stuff, right? Which, if you were to do that, that's the last one of my colors. I'm trying not to drop all the bits and pieces everywhere. Hello, those are my arms. I would say my lovely arms. They're not lovely arms. There we go. Oh, this boho blue is so pretty. So yeah, because I was making those little bits or those little card thingies, I have these little bits and pieces. So here are like full size 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper. So each month I'm going to buy a pack of each of these, and I'm going to buy the ribbons, and I'm going to buy the ink pads, and I'm going to buy the refills. I'm going to buy all of it, the whole set. Now, if you were to do that, it would cost you about $315. You would get $27 in Stampin' Rewards. And no, I'm not just remembering these numbers off the top of my head. I am looking at a cheat sheet, which I was trying to type fast enough to get it all ready for you, but I couldn't. And then I thought there's going to be errors on it. So maybe I should give you the disclaimer of when I do it, I will send you the actual number so you know, because it's possible I will get 1 or 2 of them wrong, but I'm going to be in the ballpark. You're going to get the idea. So you could go and buy $315 worth of stuff. Or you could pay $62 a month over 5 months, and each month get one of the colors worth of stuff plus some extra bonus stuff. And then you can sort of, by the time the 5 months is up, you'll have all the stuff. So with the in colors, the stuff that we're talking about is the basic stuff, right? Cardstock, ink, the whole bit. I normally have a separate club for all the different accessories and papers and stuff. And I don't know if I don't know if anybody is going to do just that, or if they're going to get all of the stuff. So I decided to just go with I'm just going to make it one club and make it easy and you get all the stuff. So as far as accessories go, and I will tell you, because I was able to order some of them, these, what are they called? They're just called in color dots. We had another set of these dots. It was called something else. Oh, they were called glossy dots. Oh my goodness, do I love these. They're colored. They have 3 sizes, which I love because then you can vary what's on the card. And they're shiny, but they're not like diamond shiny. They're just glossy shiny. And oh, do I ever love those. So these are in color dots. We have this awesome ribbon that comes with them in each of the 5 colors. And like I said, I picked out the gold one just because I do think it's going to change colors depending on what you put it with. It's called Wild Wheat. Sorry, it's not gold. I think it looks gold. So I'm going to use it in lieu of gold for stuff. It's really nice. And I like this ribbon. And as you can see, it ties a nice bow. So there's ribbon to be had. There's markers. There's blends. Because we weren't able to order everything, there is some luster paper, like some shiny paper, but it's not like the glimmer paper. It's more smooth. It just has that I'm doing this off screen. When you go with the paper, you can see that shimmer. So I haven't seen it in person, but that's what I based on other papers. That's what I'm expecting. There's some jute twine that's coming out. And then there's the DSP. Now, the DSP, you can get the same pattern of DSP in all of the new color families now. So this comes by, this is the 23-25 in colors. You can order 22, I knew I was going to screw that up. 22 to 24 in colors, which are the ones that came out last year, the Orchid Oasis, Sweet Sorbet. Oh, they're such good, rich colors. All of those ones. Or you can order the new color families, the brights, the subtles, the whatever. So any one of those will get this paper. At first, when I saw this paper, I thought it looked like animal prints. And it can. I think you could make it look like animal prints. But it's really just fun patterns. So there's 4 sheets each of the 2-sided. So like so if your month, if the first month you were on the boho blue, you would get 8 sheets of boho, right? So you would get these sheets. Look at the cute little hearts. And these are like these little hash marks. I love these. I love this paper. At first I was like, and then I saw it in person. I was like, oh yeah, I like it. So whichever month it is, you would get like your paper, you would get your cardstock, you would get the DSP that goes with it, you would get the markers that go with it, you would get ribbon. Anyways, over the 5 months, you would end up with everything. So to get all the accessories would cost you $108. So it's about 20 something a month. So I'm going at 21. I kind of tend to round up if it's a certain point and round down a certain point. So they usually balance out in the end. So to get all of the in-color stuff at once would cost you $423. And you would end up with about $36 in free spending, which would bring it down to kind of just under $400. So what I'm doing though is I'm going with $80 a month, keeping it simple. That's a bit of the rounding down. So you get a bit of a bonus, but you also get each month that you get it, you get a little surprise in there. You get new catalogs. You get to be in my VIP Facebook group. You get to be some of the first people to test out my VIP Facebook group, where I will add extra content. So like each month I'm going to show, if I what's the word? If I curate, I'll curate. If I find some other cool products that other demonstrators or other people have made using some of the in colors, I will post them up there. I'm going to make a card each month, at least one, using just the in colors and post it up there. And so you'll have lots of extra resources to go to. And if I could find what I was doing, I was working on it. You do get this agreement, which spells out what everything is, right? And when you have to have the stuff in by, and then you basically sign off, and I tell you which is your month. And one of the 5 months you also get, because on the other one you would get Stampin' Rewards. You also get one. So minimum you're going to get is $30. If people in the club, there's only 5 seats in this club, right? There's 5 colors, so there's 5 seats. So if one of the other people wants to order an extra stamp set or something else, or you want to order extra during your month, it will up your Stampin' Reward. But at a minimum, you will get an extra $30 in free stuff, which you can order whatever you want. Yeah, there's a whole list of things in here. So I will put the forms out to make the math better, but basically it's $80 a month for 5 months, and you end up with all the in-color stuff, all 5 colors, all of the fun stuff that goes with it. So that's club number 1. Oh, there's more. You just wait. I just have to move some stuff out of my way, or I'll knock it all everywhere, and we don't want that. I'm trying to keep Wednesdays to an hour, which is more fun if I'm actually doing a project, but nonetheless. Where'd my chart go? Okay. So as I told you, again, I've lost them again. So as beautiful as these nice earthy colors are, these bright ones, the ones that returning favorites, oh my goodness. So these are all going to be in the core colors now, which means they're likely around for 3 to 5 years, probably longer. And oh, look at them. Some of them are new and some of them are returning. So I'm just going to see if I can wing it. I think so. So I am most excited, because I know you're curious about that, for pecan pie. Right? Because we've always had these in colors that are like the perfect gingerbread color. And then they go away. So I'm very happy that pecan pie is joining the color family as like a core color. Lemon lolly, which I showed you before, which is a beautiful yellow. And this azure afternoon, which is, it just makes me think of tropical vacations. It's a cool color and it goes really well, I think, with, actually I quite like just the three of these together. I like the different shades of blue with the yellow. This is another fun part of this thing here, is if you're trying to like pick colors, you can be really adventurous and just go, I'm going to take this, this, and this. Who knows? Maybe I'll make a card with that. I'm going to leave it like that so I can remember which ones I got. Anyways, great new colors. So I have a club for that as well. Now that one, there's 11 new colors. So it is, it was a little bit of a, oh, I just buried my numbers. Okay. Oh, I never wrote a total. Let me do some quick math. Yeah, my quick math is 3 something. So it was a little trickier to figure out because 11 does not divide evenly. So in this case, I was still doing it over 5 months though. And depending on the response I get, I might do the 2 5 months at the same time, right? So do the in color 5 months and the core color 5 months at the same time, or I might do the in color. Well, I guess it depends what people want. I'll do one club for the first 5 months and the other club for the second 5 months, so that so basically it's over the course of 10. So I'm waiting for some people to join the club and tell me what they want, because I haven't 100% decided how that's going to work. And this is my very scratchy sheet. Again, I apologize, I ran out of time. But basically what I have figured out is you're going to end up with a whole bunch of stuff. But so for 4 of the 5 months, you're going to get 2 colors. And for 1 month, you're going to get 3 colors. And so by colors, I mean ink pad, marker. I got to tell you about the markers. Blends, refill, cardstock. And then I have to hold this so I can read it. And then I don't have most of the other things that I'm going to tell you about because I couldn't order them yet. There's these awesome little oval, like teeny tiny ovals that are faceted. I know I have some faceted things here. I don't think I can find them fast enough. I'm not actually, oh, there we go. Look at that. So these are a different set of faceted. I'm going to, how would I take it out of the plastic? So you see how they're cut, like they have like, I don't know, 50 different little tiny surfaces on them. That's what the ovals are, only they're oval. And they're in some of the new colors. There's 4 or 5 colors in the pack. Why do I take things out? I don't know. So that's one of the embellishments. There's something called tinsel gems, which are little shiny gems, which are also different in color. So by the time you're done, you will have some kind of almost one of each. There's a combo pack of ribbon, which I do have. I just forgot to take out the bag, which has lemon lime and bubble bath. Bubble bath is a really nice pink. I'm not normally a pink person, but really nice. And these are, oh, that last one focused so easily. I thought I was going to get away with it. Well, they're cool. One has like textured, and this one is kind of stitched. And unfortunately, you just can't see them all on the camera. So we have that. The 1 month, you have the choice of pecan or lagoon ribbon. There's 2 other really nice ribbons in the catalog. And once I get them, I'll have both. And then it's more of a preference. Like I'm for sure ordered the pecan, right? Because I love that color. But if you think it's less likely you're going to use that and more likely you're going to use lagoon, which is a great color as well, then you can have your choice. So each month you're going to get all of the color stuff for either 2 or 3 colors. And then one of the extra things, either the ribbon, one set of embellishments, a different set of embellishments, or the DSP. And I got to tell you, so this DSP is not specific to the new core colors. It actually goes with a different suite, but it is full of all the new colors. To give you an idea of just how nice these new colors are, look at this one page. Is it not awesome? We have Freesia, Bubble Bath, Berry Burst. I'm going to say Misty Moonlight, Blueberry. Nope, this is maybe Lost Lagoon. Misty Moonlight, Blueberry, Azure, Peacock. No, that's Lost Lagoon. Okay, and then in that case, I don't know what that one is. Lemon Lime, Lolly. Some of them are the way they overlap. It screwed me up. Anyways, look at how much fun you are going to have with this pack of paper. I mean, how can you not? It goes with the birthday bundle, but it would go with a lot of things. Look at these things. These are awesome. The ombre. This is just amazingly bright, cheerful, fun paper. So, and it is full of new in colors. The only in color that's, of the new core colors, the only one that's not in here is Pecan Pie, but you can kind of get why, right? Anyway, so that's what you would get the 1 month. So this one is going to end up being, there's more colors, but there's less things for each color, but there's still a lot. And I think it's going to come in at about the same price, which is why, and I forgot to write the total down, so I'm not going to tell you the price now because I can't exactly remember. Which is why I'm curious if people want to do both or if they want to do one and then the other. I saw a meme the other day that said, I had my patients tested. It came back negative. So that would be me. Yeah, so there's that one. Then I have a third club. And here's the thing. I still haven't figured out yet. But should you decide you want to join all the clubs, I'm coming up with a prize. I think if you join 2 clubs, I'm going to give you a stamp set up to a certain amount, but I'm going to toss in if you join 2 of the 3 clubs. If you join all 3 of the clubs, I haven't quite figured it out yet, but there will be something extra if you join multiple clubs. The third club is the one that I actually included with the catalog, because that one I had ready, because the other stuff I had to wait till I actually saw some of my stuff, and I was waiting and waiting and waiting. To get a feel for what to put in it, right? What was going to work in it. So this one was actually with the catalogs I gave out. And this one is pretty simple. This is just a monthly purchase club for 10 of the next 12 months. So starting in May, all the way till next April, and you can skip whichever 2 months you want. You just have to let me know ahead of time which 2 months. So for some people, you might want to shop right up to December. Maybe you don't want to shop in January. Because you're taking, a breather and catching up on Christmas bills. If there's a month in the summer, maybe you want to skip the 2 months in the summer and every other month. Basically 10 out of the next 12 months, you spend $30 a month, and then you get a whole bunch of bonus stuff. You get all the catalogs, you get one of the months, you get $30 in Stampin' Rewards. When it comes to Celebration, which is, I'm thinking going to be January, February next year, one of those 2 months you will get 1 free Celebration thing, and if you up your order by extra, you can get it up to 2 items or one of the 120 versus $60 items. You'll get a free little thing in your thing each month. That's with any of the clubs. And I will figure it out that if you're in all 3 clubs, there will be a different something in your package, because you don't want 3 of the same thing. But yeah, you get all of those different things. You sign this off. It's basically, I could easily make a list for $300. $330, I guess, is actually what you get. I could easily make that list. And then but you're basically picking and paying a little bit less each month over the next month. Now, you can have the in-color club and this club. You can have this club and whatever combination you want. 1 club, 2 clubs, 3 clubs, you name it. But I got all the clubs. All the cool kids are in the clubs. So yeah, and all the club people are in the VIP group. And I'm not going to distinguish it once you're in the VIP group. If you're in a club, you're in the VIP group, which means you might see, hey, look at this cool new product and the thing I made, or look at this new in-color thing, or look at these core colors and look how well these go together. I might put some little challenges in there. I will figure out, I'm pretty sure all I have to do is make a playlist and make the playlist link only, which if you're not on YouTube, that doesn't make any sense to you, but I think that's what my IT department, i.e. my 15-year-old son, told me to do. And I'll have separate videos as well that go with that VIP group. So if you're not on YouTube, you'll still be able to watch the videos and get the stuff. But yeah, there's going to be extra stuff for being in the VIPs, and you're in one club, you get to kind of see what all the clubs get. But you got to be in the club to actually get the product that all the clubs get. So the last thing I'm going to show you, because this has been long and rambly, is these are the old markers. Oops, I made it so now I can't see my screen. There we go. And these are the new markers. So I'm very excited about this because I sometimes got frustrated with the old markers because the ink was filling like a plastic tip, I think is the difference. Sometimes I'd be trying to use it to, like, if you're stamping, you get that one little bit and you want to like fill in the line. And of course, this is a brand new one, so it works really well. But and if it didn't have enough ink in it, or sometimes it'd be a little, and I liked it. And for the most part, they were great. And I've mixed up my lids now. Oops, this one. But I'm looking forward to using this new bigger bullet tip that is a bit more like the blends, but not quite as big. But it gives just a bit more solid, and it's a nice thing to draw with. So there are new markers. You'll notice in the catalog, if you're looking, that you can get the new color families, which I took mine out of the package, but you basically get like either the 5 in colors or the 10 color families, and you can get it for all of the different ones. So there's 6 different options for you. You can also get new black markers. So they retired out of the old catalog, and they show up as repurposed, or not repurposed, reimagined. That's not the right word either, in the new catalog. But that's because they sort of changed them. They're a little bit different in length, and I don't know if it's as obvious. I'm going to do it this way so I remember which lid goes on which. The tips have also changed, and the new ones are a little bit more durable, a little bit more long lasting. I don't know. Let's try with both hands. Oh, look at that. So I'm not very good with my left hand. I use the brush tip more. Look at this. This is me writing with my left hand. I use the brush tip more than I use a bullet tip, but with the new bullet tips, I'm thinking I might use them. Oh, look at that. Anyways, I'm going to use my markers more now, I think. The bottom line, because the new ones I like a lot better. Anyways, can I ramble? Can I ramble? There is so much stuff to tell you, except I will recap it in my newsletter. If you have questions about any of this at any point, Reconfigured, thank you very much. I'll get all the words, and eventually one of them will hit. Yeah, if you're interested in the clubs, like I said, links to all the different pages will be in the newsletter. The classes, I probably won't have the posters ready for each class, but I will have like one sheet that says, save the dates, here's all the upcoming classes for the next 2 months. And they're all at different price points. They're all different hours of the day. They're all different lengths of class, because I'm going to just try a whole bunch of new things now and have some fun with it. I don't generally get a lot of uptake on anything in the summer, so I will probably scale back for July and August. I might just do one or something, or I might just do some virtual stuff. Definitely, if you're going away for the summer though, or you want to catch up, get a hold of me, order some kits. The kits are amazing, and they are just a nice way to spend an hour or two longer if you want to stretch it out, and put together some stuff. And there's so many cool kits. You can get an early start into Christmas cards. There's already some of those. Birthday, get well, thank you. There's some kid themed ones. There's some with no stamping. And as of next week, there'll be some fun new shaker cards. So lots of options. Okay. What's up Wednesday? That's a lot. I'm done for. I need to go make a tea and get my throat back to shape. Watch for my newsletter. Always, always, always. You can contact me on many different ways. Email, social. Most of my posts, I'm trying to put the little contact me message on. Phone, I think it's on everything. If you missed the catalog, let me know. If not, stay tuned for a less rambly version of all of what I just told you. And I do plan to be back here on Friday at noon for Products on Parade. I would love to tell you what product I'm doing, but haven't decided yet. But I'll be showing you something new and a project doing it. And I will actually make stuff. I won't just talk the entire time. I will make something. I just haven't decided what yet. Thank you, everybody, for hanging in there and your patience with my technical difficulties at the beginning. Have a great couple days, and I will talk to you again on Friday. Thanks, everyone. Bye.